everybody. This is Anna Quintana with St. Cross Art, and welcome to my Fluidart channel where I work on Fluidart paintings. Today we're working on a 20 by 20 canvas, gallery wrapped, and I have this inspiration to do a neutral metallic palette today. And what I mean by that is I've got some coppers, some gold, some silver, some cappuccino, which is like a dark brown, but it's beautiful. It's iridescent. I'm using a lot of the this little pigment piggies, which are mica powders, and I'm going to interspace those with a little bit of blue and a black cell activator. I've actually got 8 colors and a cell activator. I'm also going to be using what's called a interference color. Interference looks white, but it's once it dries, it actually comes out to be another color. And I have TLP Brulee today, which I'm going to overlay. So let's get started, guys, and let's see what we Okay, I'm putting on my gloves, and then we are going to do the blow and disperse this CA or cell activator to create those beautiful cells and lacing, and that's what really makes a beautiful fluid art painting. I'm going to let this develop just for a little bit, and then we're going to spin and tilt. Already, I love the colors. We're already seeing some cool cells popping up. I'm seeing some really nice watercolory effects, some cool cells here. So let's just let it sit for a few seconds while the cells continue to develop, and then we're going to do our spin, and let's just see what we get. But so far, I'm really pleased with this palette, and it's going to be beautiful when it dries, I think. I want to make sure that my canvas is centered on here. Okay, so let's give it a spin and see what happens here. There's quite a bit of paint coming off. I actually have a lot of pillow paint on here, but that's because I want to make sure that I can get all the way to the edges. Oh yeah, already we're getting some beautiful patterning and some beautiful cells. I'm going to move this down a little bit so you can see it. The paint is moving really, really, really well. It's really pretty. So far, I like what I see here. And I love my palette so far. I'm going to try and scooch this down just a little bit more over here. Try to get it over into that corner a little bit. Oh yeah, so far I'm loving this. All right, we are going to give it another little bit of a spin. I don't want to go too crazy on here, but I'm really enjoying what I'm seeing so far. Oops, let's make sure that we are even and balanced. I hope you can see everything that's going on here. There's some really awesome cells. All right, let's, okay. I'm going to do a little bit more spinning. I want to work a little bit on this composition. I'd like to see this move down a little bit more towards the left there. But I don't want to spin too much off because look at how cool. And I don't want to point with my fingers because I'll make a mess, but look at how cool this is turning out right here. Really beautiful, some big honking cells. Love that, some watercolor effects. Have some little cells here. Just really happy so far with what I'm seeing. And it looks like we have good coverage as well. I'm gonna try and move down maybe a little bit. What do I want to do here? I kind of wanted to move it down a little bit this way, but not too much. And it would be nice if I could move some things up. Let's just see what, but I don't want to lose that because that's really beautiful. And I don't want to lose that because that's really gorgeous as well. So let's see if we can just do some tilting here. And maybe move some things. But honestly, I don't want to do too much because I'm pretty happy with it just the way it is. Let's do it again, see what happens. And then I think we may call it a day. And I do love this palette. You can really see the brown, that blue is just to die for. Yeah, I think we're okay. I think we're on that edge where it should still dry pretty well and hopefully not crack. And I'm just loving this. I think it's really pretty. The orientation that I would give it is this right here. I think that's the way it needs to go. And there we go. So I hope you enjoyed today's painting session. And please like, share, subscribe, all those good things to my channel. That really means a lot to me. And I will keep producing artwork for you. I hope that it is a satisfying experience to be able to see how fluid art is made. So let me show you some of what I think are the most beautiful parts of this painting. And remember, it is still wet, so it could change a little bit between now and when it dries. But I really, really love this section here. There's just some really cool big fat cells that I love. Look at this one over here. That's gorgeous. There are some very subtle cells. That's what I like to call them. And they're just so pretty. They're just, you know, the effect is just beautiful. Here's some more over here. Some really pretty watercolor effects right here. That's so, I live for that. The brown, I just really love the brown. And look at these cool cells here in the middle. And then there's this like maelstrom of cells over here. And the whole thing has a lot of white space, negative white space, which I absolutely love. Here's what I call the butterfly wing effect. Look how pretty that is. So all in all, I'm really pleased with this painting. And I'm going to call this my metallic neutral number 1. And then I'm probably going to do 2 or 3 more to go in this whole series. All right, everyone. Thanks again for joining me today.